All right, so this may be just like maybe a touch TMI to anybody or to everybody, but this eye right here, it's starting to look bloodshot, and the reason why is because it's literally Saturday. It's early morning Saturday, and by early morning I mean it's like 12:30 in the morning, um, and I'm literally just so tired. I've had a long day and I just want to hit the bed. But that is not going to stop me from getting you guys the movie reviews that I know you want me to talk about. So we're going to power on through this and we're going to talk about this movie that I just got out of seeing. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and the second movie that I saw today was Honey Don't. This is the movie that stars Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Charlieday, Chris Evans, as well as a whole host of others. And it deals with Honey O'Donoghue, who is a private investigator who is well, not necessarily brought in, but she was contacted by someone who ends up in a traffic accident. And sure enough, it leads her down the road to a church run by Chris Evans' character. And she's trying to put all the strings together as to how this may connect to the traffic incident, how this may connect to her family, so on and so forth. Will she be able to put all the pieces together before time runs out? We'll see. So I had interest in seeing this mainly because of two reasons. One, the cast looked really good. I love Margaret Qualley. I thought she was really amazing in The Substance. And if I remember correctly, she was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as one of Manson's followers, if I'm not mistaken. Even though remember seeing her first in The Substance, I do believe she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Aubrey Plaza, absolutely amazing. Chris Evans is also amazing as well. Charlie Day, for the brief appearances that he has in this movie, he's also really good in this movie. But of course, I think everyone knows him the best from like It's Always Sunny, or maybe even through his animation work. I believe he was in the Lego movie. And of course, he was Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie, the animated one. Um, all four members of the cast do an absolutely amazing job in this movie. One of the things that threw me for a bit of a loop was it's listed as a comedy on the AMC website. And I was like, huh, interesting. It's not listed as like drama or maybe even potentially like I don't know if it has those peaks and valleys, maybe a thriller. No, it was listed as a comedy, and after watching it, it's like, yeah, I do see where they're coming with it, but it is very dry comedy. It is very much in. I would definitely say that this is a movie that is definitely. It feels like one of those like 50s or 60s um, serialized investigator, either like movies or TV shows, where it is very much like straight laced, no, how would I put like vocal inflection in the characters. It's like delivered straight laced, and what you see is what you get, essentially. And sometimes you laugh at it, and sometimes you don't. Me, it's like I was very much interested in the mystery of it, mystery of how like all all the strings connect and so on and so forth. So that's what really hooked me into it. And that is because of the amazing team that is behind this. This was directed by Ethan Coen, who is one half of the legendary Coenbrothers, who have made several classic films. Of course, I think probably their most famous is No Country for Old Men, but they have made other classics in movie history. And Ethan also wrote this movie with Trisha Cook, who, if I remember correctly from my research, I believe is a longtime collaborator with the Coens in writing. So they have a bit of a history together. And like the way that they script out this movie, again, it's like very dry, very straight laced. It's like what you see is what you're going to get from everybody. And I appreciate that aspect of like, because to me, the way that I think that a private investigator type of movie should happen is that it should be very straight laced. Like the private investigator wants to get to get to the bottom of it and solve it. Whereas, like, our bad guys are trying to skirt and dodge around the situation and so on and so forth. And I gotta say, Chris Evans is absolutely amazing in this. Of course, everyone I think knows him as Captain America, but others would know his other superhero role because everyone else forgot that he played Johnny Storm until Deadpool and Wolverine reminded us. But it's been very refreshing to see him like outside of the MCU bubble. Like I remember watching Knives Out and just like, oh, what a breath of fresh air. Chris Evans like being a jerk. It's absolutely awesome. And then of course, like this year I saw him in Materialist and I thought he was really good in that. And seeing him here being a jerk and being like this holier than thou priest at this church, it was so much fun watching him do his thing. Um, and it was such a great performance from him. But back to the direction of this movie, there are a lot of very much what I would consider to be like old school like filming techniques. Like there's one portion of the film where um, Cohen uses a lot of cross dissolves in between shots, like we see Honey like in her car, and then it cross dissolves to her talking to somebody else, and cross dissolves back into the car. And there's also a lot of long takes in this, like there's one instance of Honey and MJ, who is Aubrey Plaza's character. They're just laying in a bed, and I guarantee it's like maybe a 3 to maybe 5 minute um, dialogue scene back and forth between the two of them, and it absolutely ruled. Um, like if you appreciate like old school filming and an old school style of movie, like this is your ticket right here. And it's under an hour and a half. So, it's not going to be like so much of a drainage on your time to like go and check this out. But yeah, Honey Don't is a really, really cool and a really good example of old school filmmaking. Um, I really enjoyed the cast performances in this. Really liked the direction of this movie. I also liked how the movie was written as well. And lots of good twists and turns in this movie that I was not expecting to see in the first place. So, yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Honey Don't because, well, A, it's a really good movie, and B, you're not going to be wasting a whole lot of time because, like I said, under an hour and a half. So I would definitely go check it out. But that is going to be it for my review of Honey Don't. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of the movie. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for me, guys. Be safe out there, and remember, if you think some shady stuff is going on in your town, I would just suggest one of two things: either a limit your access outside, especially during the nighttime, because you never know what's going to happen outdoors during night. And B, just like keep your friends in your inner circle like close, because you don't know who's going with who, and who's getting pulled in other directions. So like, just keep your inner circle of friends close. That's all I'm going to say. And I will see you guys next time.